Good morning, class 6. Today we will start with the chapter Understanding Diversity. Although we have done it before, let's see. Look around us. You in the classroom, do you see anyone who looks exactly like you do? In this chapter, you will learn that people are different from each other in many ways. Not only do they look different, but they might also belong to different regional, cultural, or religious backgrounds. These differences enrich our lives in many ways and also make them more fun. All these different people who come from all kind of backgrounds and belong to all kind of religion and culture help us to make India so interesting and so diverse. What does diversity add to our lives? How did India become like this? Are all kind of difference a part of diversity? Can diversity also be a part of unity? Read this chapter to find out the answers. Okay, you can see, you can, must have observed in your locality, nobody looks similar to you. Like there might be resemblance between you and your mother, or maybe you and your father or your siblings, but they will not exactly look like you. We have differences, right? Maybe in the looks, maybe in the way of talking, maybe in the way of we behave with each other, dressing style, and number of differences we can find out. So that is what we call diversity. There is diversity in the food style also, eating habits. If you talk, see South Indian, he prefers to eat idli, sambar, dosa. If you talk to an North Indian, he likes to eat chapati, dal, rice, vegetables. So we have the difference. When we talk about Punjabis, they prefer to eat parathas, right? So Bengali prefers to eat fish dishes, right? So this is what we call diversity. That is what we are going to discuss here. Then you can see these three pictures here. They have been drawn by children of your age, and you can see the difference. No, all these three pictures are different. You can also draw a picture of your choice in the given box. Okay, let's continue. Now ask your teacher to help you check how many of you have similar answers. Is there anyone whose list matches yours exactly? Probably not. But many of you may have similar answers. How many you like reading same kind of books? How many different languages are spoken by students in your class? By now, you must have recognized the many ways in which you are quite like some of your classmates and other ways in which you are different from them, right? If you in the class or in with your friends who live nearby, you must have noticed that there are certain similarities. Maybe the speaking style is different. Then you will, if you notice somebody who is from Bengal who is living next to you, you will see that that person has some different accent of speaking the same words which you do. So that is the regional effect which that a person has. Okay, making friends. Do you think it would be easy for you to make friends with someone who was very different from you? Read the following story and think about this. So, I had meant it as a joke made up for small, ragged boy who sold newspapers at the Janpat crossing and at the busy intersection. Every time I cycled past, he would run after me holding out the English paper and screaming out the evening headlines in a mixture of Hindi and English words. This time I stopped by the pavement and asked for the Hindi paper. His mouth fell open. You mean you know Hindi? He asked. Of course, I said as I paid for the paper. Why, what do you think? He paused. But you look so Angrez, he said. You mean you can even read Hindi? Of course I can, I said, this time little impatiently. I can speak, read, and write Hindi. Hindi is one of the subjects I study in school. Subjects? He asked. How could I explain what a subject was to someone who had never been to school? Well, it is something, I began, but the lights changed and the honking behind me grew a hundredfold, and I let myself be pushed along with the rest of the traffic. So here, these two boys, they are talking. One of the boy, you can see the difference in their life. They are like almost of the same age, One is selling the newspaper and the other one who is going to the school. So the boy who is selling newspaper, he presumed that he might not be knowing Hindi. So every day he shouted the headlines of the newspaper in English. But when the boy asked for the Hindi newspaper, he was little shocked. But then that boy explained to him that I can understand Hindi because Hindi is one of the subject I am studying. So, but then that boy had never been to school who was selling the newspaper. So he was inquisitive. He asked, what does he mean by subject? So he wanted to explain, but by that time the red light has changed and the people started honking horn. So he had to move without explaining. The next day he was there again, smiling at me and holding out a Hindi paper. भैया, he said, आपका अखबार. आप बैठिए, यह सब्जेक्ट क्या चीज़ है? The English word sounded strange on his tongue. It sounded like its other meaning in English, to be ruled by someone else. Okay, so next day when he went, that boy was waiting for him, and then since he came to know that the other boy knew Hindi, he spoke in Hindi, and he asked him to sit down and explain him the word subject. But then this pronunciation and the way we speak, that changes the meaning. So you can see that same word has many different meanings. It's just that how we are using that word, it explains the meaning. So the way he spoke, it meant subject as if in the context of king and his subject. So, oh, it's just something to study, I said, and then because the red light had come on, I asked him, have you ever been to school? Never, he answered. And he added proudly, I began working when I was so high. He measured himself against my cycle seat. First, my mother used to come with me, but I can do it all alone. So, he said it's nothing, it's just a subject which it's just a thing which we study in school. Then he said that have you been to school? So the boy who was selling the newspaper, he said no, he hasn't. And he told him by the measurement, he said that by the time I was this much big, I mean in the height I have attained, since then I have been working. Initially my mother accompanied me, but now I am big enough to do it all alone. My name is Samir, he said the next day. Okay, sorry. Where is your mother now? I asked, but then the lights changed and I was off. I heard him yell from somewhere behind me. She is in Meerut with. The rest was drowned out because he had moved away, so he couldn't hear what he said. Next day he went and that boy told him his name, that he was Samir. And very shyly he asked, what's yours? It was incredible. My bicycle wobbled. My name is Samir too, I said. What? His eyes lit up. Yes, I grinned at him. It's another name for Hanuman's father, you know. So now you are Samir Ek and I am Samir Do, he said triumphantly. Something like that, I answered, and then I held out my hand. Haath milao, Samir Do. His hand nestled in mine like a little bird. I could still feel its warmth as I cycled away. So both of them were Samir, but one was a Hindu boy and his name was kept after the father of Lord Hanuman. The other was also Samir, but he was a Muslim boy, that we will see later. The next day, he did not have his usual smile for me. There is trouble in Meerut, he said. Many people are being killed there in the riots. I looked at the headlines. Communal riot. It blazed. But Samir, I began. I am a Muslim, Samir, he said in answer. And all my people are in Meerut. His eyes filled with tears, and when I touched his shoulder, he would not look up. So next day he told the boy who was selling the newspaper was Samir, but then he was a Muslim boy, and he told him, his friend Samir, that there was riot in the area where he lived, that is Meerut. Riot is a fight between two different communities, and he said that people there who are his family members, they are in danger. So he was not at the crossing the day after, neither the day after, nor ever again. And no newspaper in English or Hindi can tell me where my Samir Do has gone. So after that, Samir one could never meet Samir Do, and he was not knowing where he has gone. While Sameer Ek is more familiar with English, Sameer Do speaks Hindi. So these are the differences. Ek is an Hindu. He speaks Hindi as well as English. He goes to school. Then if you talk about Sameer Do, he was a Muslim boy. He knew Hindi. Talked in a little bit, you can say, quite a few words he knew in English as well, but his pronunciation was not very good. Then he worked for his family. Sameer Ek and Sameer Do also come from different religious and cultural backgrounds. While Sameer Ek is a Hindu, Sameer Do is a Muslim. Different religious and cultural backgrounds, such as these, are an aspect of diversity. Okay. Sameer, though, did not have the opportunity to attend school. Perhaps you have noticed that there are several people in the area where you live who are poor and who don't have enough to eat or wear, and sometimes not even a place to live. This difference is not the same as the one we have seen earlier. Here we are talking not of difference but of inequality. Inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunities that are available to other person. So there is difference between inequality and diversity. When two people of same age group and same, like, backgrounds or something, or maybe different backgrounds, but then they are facing some different, like, they are not treated the same way, they are not given the all the opportunities the other one is getting. That is inequality. The caste system is another example of inequality. According to this, society was divided into different groups depending upon the work that people did, and they were supposed to remain in those groups. So, if your parents were potters, you could only become a potter, nothing else. This system was considered irreversible, and because you are not supposed to change your profession, it was not considered necessary for you to know anything more than what you needed in your profession. This created a situation of inequality. You will read more about this and other inequalities in the following chapter. So, what happened initially was that people did, opted for those profession only which was, which the father had. Same occupation was adopted, or by the son. The reason is, so what happened was that, since the child has been observing his father, he would learn it very quickly and he will start copying it, and it was expected that he should be, he should have the expertise in the profession which he is going to adopt, and he shouldn't be aware of what other occupation or other things are. It was not necessary because they do not have to opt for it. So that is all for today, class. Please take care of yourselves, be safe at home, do the question answers in your notebook including the exercises given. Thank you.